Today we'll be learning how to
Make a cutout.
color splash and layering. And we're going to do this on Mr. Mandel.
Yeah, our yearbook teacher, which if you don't know that, you didn't really do anything in this class.
So I already opened up the picture. So if what you want to do is right click on your picture and click open with Adobe Photoshop. And you'll get this. You'll get the picture in Photoshop. And on the top left, there's a bar. And you want to click the little wand thing. It says quick selection tool. I'm going to click that. And we're going to select his head because we want to cut out his head. And if there's a little space, you can hold the option key to remove it and go over it. And then we're going to go to layer, new, layer via copy. And then you can see on the bottom right, is it? The second layer that we just copied.
Yeah, so by doing layer via copy, you have made a new layer, which means that there are two layers in your Photoshop document. And then we're going to delete the background layer, so it's just going to be the layer that we created.
And then we want to go to edit, transform, scale. And we're going to scale up his head real quick. And we want to click the check mark. And now that we have his head, it's nice and big. We're going to go back to the quick selection tool, select his face, but not his eyes. And we're going to go over to the right hand side and click saturation.
Yeah, the hue and saturation.
And we're going to change the hue to make his face blue. And now that his face is blue, now we're going to get our second image and right click on it and click open with, and we're going to click Adobe Photoshop. And what we want to do is we want to get the gold dots to be white. So we're going to select everything that's white and unselect the gold dots. And then we're going to go to, we're going to get our brush tool. We're going to go over to the right and click white. And then we're going over to the top left and make our brush as big as we can. And then we're going to click select and then inverse. And we're going to color in all the gold dots white. And now that they're all white, we want to do layer, new via copy, and then delete the background. We're going to delete the background again, so then we have just the dots. And then we're going to select all, and then click edit, copy, and then switch back to our other image and click edit, paste, and we paste it in the new dots. Now we have two layers, and they can each be manipulated individually. I'm going to click edit, transform, scale. I'll make them smaller, and then edit, transform, rotate, and rotate it around and fit it on his cheeks. Go to scale again, scale it down. So then he's got avatar freckles.
Now we're going to do the same thing to his other side of his cheeks. So we're going to go to select all, and then we are going to copy and paste. So then you have another layer, but they're facing a direction that we don't want them to be facing. So we're going to go into edit, transform, and then you're going to rotate, and you're going to be able to turn them whichever way you want. So we turn them to go to the opposite direction, and now Mandel has avatar freckles.
Now we're going to pull up our other image, and we're going to right click and click open with Photoshop again. Click select all, click select inverse, and so now we're only selecting the avatar. And then we're going to go new, layer via copy, delete the background layer, and then click select all, edit, copy, go to our other image. And you can see we have 4 different layers here, and it's going to be hard to change the scale of Mr. Mandel's face if the layers aren't all connected. So we're going to click layer and merge visible to make them all one layer we can move independently. And then we're going to go to edit, paste. And now the body's there, but it's not the size that we want it. So we're going to click edit, transform, scale, blow that bad boy up real big, put it in place, and then we're going to go back to our Mr. Mandel image, and we're going to put him on top of the body.
So now that you're opened on what we have labeled as layer 3, which is Mr. Mandel's head, we're going to go to edit, transform, scale, and then you're going to be able to change the size of Mandel's head to fit the avatar body. And now he's looking like a Mandel avatar. And then to get this image to be one layer, you're going to go layer, merge visible. And now it is one layer, and you can save it and do whatever you want.
Way to export this. We're gonna turn it into a JPEG, and we need a good image. We need a good title so that we know what it is. So we don't mix it up with anything. And we're gonna name it Mr. Man Avatar.
.jpg.
And then we're oh wait, we shoot. We need to go back. Okay. Now we need a good.
Oh, we're turning it into a PNG.
We're gonna turn it to a PNG actually, because if you turn it into a JPEG, the background texture won't save correctly. And then we're gonna go and save it and click OK.
Even though you're supposed to interlace it. I don't know, but Mandel told me to do that once.
So do it. If Mr. Mandel tells you to do something, you do it.
Yeah.
And then we're done.
We're done.
Now we have a final image of Mr. Mandel as an avatar, and it looks great. It's never looked better.